So now we will come to my favorite part. Besides the toast part, I do like the shot part because that's probably my favorite. But this is my favorite segment of the podcast, which is the feral or fabulous. And what I'm going to have you do is pick up the paddle, and I'm going to give you some things, and you're going to tell me whether you think you're going to hold up the paddle and tell me whether you think it's feral or fabulous.
Okay, I got it.
First one, amusement parks.
Amusement parks, I would say fabulous.
Okay, awesome. I didn't know what you were going to say on that one. I was really very unsure. So, but you
I just can't go on the rides.
understand. Okay, that's why I wasn't sure if you were going to say,
But I enjoy the rest. I enjoy walk. I enjoy amusement parks. They're a great time.
Okay, cool. Pumpkin spice.
Pumpkin spice. I would have said, I'll say fabulous.
Yeah.
You
love pumpkin.
Yep, I
You
do.
pretty much love pumpkin anything.
You've converted me. So.
Yeah. I mean, I think you kind of liked it when we met, but I think that I'm such a fan of pumpkin spice that I feel like you've kind of gotten on board, and now you like kind of all things pumpkin.
I'm in.
You're in, yeah. Because usually if I get you any kind of a pumpkin drink, you're happy about it.
It's crack.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like fabulous squared, right? No, I totally agree. Cubed. Okay, you beat me by a square. Snakes.
Feral.
I'm
Indiana Jones. I hate snakes.
Yes.
When I was a kid, I was swimming in a lake out at Farm Island, and I turned around. There was a garter snake on my back, and I literally freaked out. And ever since, if it has to do with snakes, no, thank you. When I was in ranger school, I had part of it with the reptiles and things like that. And they said if you feel like you're tired, you go make sure you go stand up in the back. So when they started passing the snakes around, I stood up in the back.
I'm with you on that. I can't say I disagree. There is really, I know some people have told me, well, but snakes, they serve a purpose.
There's not that they do, but I don't care. Go do their work without me.
I agree.
People sit there.
We'll find somebody else. We'll find something else that can eat those things that they eat.
They hang around
take care of it.
petting a python like it's a dog or a cat.
No.
It's just like, are you kidding me?
I'm with you, 100%.
Those things will squeeze you. They bite. I mean, no, thank you.
I do not like snakes either.
No.
I want nothing to do with them. I'm just, there's no redeeming qualities as far as I'm concerned.
It's like when on Sex and the City, when Sanford said that his dad showed him a Playgirl, he said, no, thank you.
That's true. That's a good point. Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. I'm not a fan of, I am a fan of Sex and the City, but not a fan of snakes. So, okay. Skinny dipping.
Feral. Nope.
Okay, not a fan.
Not a fan.
Okay.
It's ridiculous. I mean, why? I've never, go take a bath. I mean, if you want to get naked.
Exactly. Exactly. I like a more controlled environment. I love being in the water, but I do like it to be more controlled.
Yeah.
And usually skinny dipping is a little nerve-wracking.
I'm not going to go on a nudist beach or, and you're sitting on your towel and somebody's come up and talking to you and you're sitting, no, thank you.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not a fan either. So, okay. New Orleans.
Oh, that's fabulous.
I thought
to the cube, to the 10th power.
I love it. Yeah, no.
It's a great city.
Yes, it is a great city. We kind of started our relationship in New Orleans. That's the first time when you first came back from Iraq.
Yeah.
You were deployed when we first met, and then when you came back on your 2-week break.
Oh yeah.
We spent a week in New Orleans.
We were going to fly, but we said no. Let's drive so we can get to know each other. A lot better. And he said, oh, I'm in real estate. I work a little bit. So it's an 8-hour drive from here, and I'm not exaggerating. This is true. I think maybe 3 things we said. Do you need to go to the bathroom? I got to get gas, so I'm pulling over, and I need to go to the bathroom now. I mean, those are probably the 3 things. Like, oh, this is a disaster. She's on the phone the whole time. She's probably telling people I don't like him. We made a mistake, and I'm like, oh my God, we're a week down in New Orleans. So
no, I was working.
No, I know, I understand now.
I know, but at the time,
I had no concept.
But I did try and tell you. I told you I literally work
But
like
no,
60 hours a week,
But you can't
60 to
explain it to
80
anybody.
hours a week, and you
that's
didn't.
like something you can't explain.
I think
you have to. I
think
witness
you thought
it.
I was exaggerating. I think you thought that I was
Yeah,
just
like-
saying
like
that to be
anybody.
like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
work a lot, but I really wanted you to understand I like
No, you do work.
all the time.
Oh yeah, it's real estate.
It's real estate.
Like
now
in the
you-
military, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
You miss birthdays, you miss anniversaries, you
Yeah.
miss weddings, you miss
Yeah.
events.
Yeah.
You get the kids things late. You know, that's why, once again, going back to your original questions, there's a lot of similarities.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, no, that's that's some of the things that kind of tugs at my heartstrings
Well,
a
it
little
tugs
bit.
it. I mean, my son's 34 now, but there was a.
Yeah, but you
Don't
were at
quote
least
me, but-
serving your country and doing something noble.
But you're
I
still
mean,
doing something noble. You're helping people buy real estate, which is truly a noble profession.
I gotcha.
I think I went for it was a year and a half. I never saw my son when he was 5. I saw him when he was 4, and I saw him again when he was 6.
Oh wow.
It was also because I was military deployed and I was divorced, you know, also. So that played a little bit into it,
Yeah.
but still, yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. I get that, but like I said, I just feel like it definitely military trumps real estate. Although I do feel like real estate's an awesome career, I definitely feel like sometimes it can control you.
They're
Rather
both
than,
noble professions, yeah, like anything, you know.
Yeah. No, I gotcha. Okay, oysters.
Fabulous.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure what you were
I
going to say
had a little bit
on
of a
that.
feral time because I got the norovirus.
Yes, from the
eating
Galveston,
yeah.
from the bad Galveston oysters that
Yeah.
came out that we didn't realize that you had.
That's right.
And then you got norovirus and gave me norovirus, and
Yeah, I have to.
that was not good. That was very feral in not a good way.
No.
I ended up actually in the hospital,
Well, yeah, no.
briefly.
Yeah,
Yes.
remember, I think I'm going to die. You
Well,
were back there in the emergency room.
I did. I was not sure if I was going to be leaving this earth, and I was like, okay, tell everybody I said goodbye.
That's a horrible. I don't wish on anybody that. Like it's food. It's like food poisoning on like to the 10th power. It's just the worst.
It's like the worst ever.
I remember we were having to go up to Fredericksburg. That I started feeling bad.
That's true.
And you were saying, I need you to drive to Fredericksburg. And I said, and I was going back into my Army mode, the Ranger mode. I'm like, okay, I'm going to gut that. I'm thinking to myself, I go, I'm really not feeling well, but okay, just, suck
But
it
you were
up.
feeling at the time better than me because I'm like, I can't drive. I
Suck
don't
it
feel
up.
well
Yeah,
enough.
no, suck it up. So remember we were driving, we went through the fog and I'm like going, I don't know if I'm going to make it or not. And you're like, what? And then we got up there and then, unfortunately we were on Main Street and I pulled over and I just, I got that, I go, I need something to drink. I got that Gatorade, that cherry Gatorade. And I just started guzzling it. And then, we pulled over by that restaurant and the smell of the breakfast came out and there's like I'll never forget. I looked up.
The lady
and
and her son.
The lady was like, she had like a 6-year-old son. And I go, man, I can't control. And I just like projectile vomited, just looked like Linda Blair in The Exorcist, just cherry Gatorade just coming out in salvos. And the lady just stood there and she's like, oh my God. She like put her hands over her son's eyes and stuff.
I think she thought we'd been partying.
Yeah, been partying or
but
whatever.
we had not
No,
at all.
yeah.
We were just so
Yeah, it was
deathly
horrible.
ill.
I didn't even care. I was so sick. It just was splattering back up on my pants. I just kept throwing up.
It kind of reminds me of the time that we were in Vegas. Only that we were both not feeling well for a completely different reason.
Yeah.
That was fun. I ended up with an extra tattoo, and I think I not only ended up with an extra tattoo. Matt, our producer, ended up with a tattoo on that trip as well.
But actually that night, I really hadn't been drinking at all because if you're talking about the night that remember Josh's was 21st birthday, and I was taking him around, and we came back to the blackjack table. I'd been gone for a while, and I realized when I sat down that you guys were farther ahead of me than anticipated.
I think you could say that. I think it was.
That's where you walked through the kitchen, and that's where we couldn't find you.
Well, I'd been overserved, and
That's an understatement.
But literally, I left the blackjack table, and of course, because I had
we
been
told
overserved,
you wanted to cash.
I wanted to cash
So
out
I
my
said,
chips.
just stand by the. Of course, you don't like to take
But we've been
instructions.
doing well.
Yeah.
I was literally helping. It was
Yeah.
Matt was there at the table.
Yeah.
We were playing blackjack, and we were doing
No, you're
really
like
well.
an idiot savant. I mean, you couldn't talk, but all of a sudden the cards would be dealt, and you'd tell everybody, no, hit there, stay there. You need another this, you need another that. And then you'd go back to slurring again after. It was like, and then, so I said, hey, let's go. And then you're like, you don't take instruction well. So I said, go stand by I made the mistake of kind of issuing you an order. Go stand by the cage there because I wanted to like finish my hand. And you went up there and we looked up and you were gone. Like, oh my God, where is she? So we went into military operations. We split up. We had a search party. And then what happens in Vegas, obviously, is not staying in Vegas on this one. But and then
you're violating several rules.
It was at the what was the name of that? It was with the casino with Excalibur because because it had
the boys we let the boys go to the video game place.
That was So it was like it was like 2:00 in the afternoon, and the boys wanted to play the video game, and Excalibur had one. We were walking by there, said, "Okay, why don't you guys go play some video games, and we're gonna go up and play blackjack for an hour or two, and then we'll be back." So this is like at 2:00, and fast forward, it's like 3:00 in the morning now. The boys have long gone back. They made their way back. Steven was, 21, 22. He took Jackson, so it wasn't like a CPS incident or whatever. so, and then we're looking for you. And so we go outside. I go, where? We can't find her. And all of a sudden we're back behind the Excalibur. I don't know how and we're all kind of like reconvening again, going, okay, where could she be? And all of a sudden you hear this kind of like door just, and it pushes open, and we look up there, and there's some bushes in front of this door, and you can see like guys' chef's hats in the back. I go, my God, she walked through the kitchen. You come out the door, and then you just like take off across the boulevard, and you hop, and then I can't believe you didn't get run over.
I know. It's a miracle, but but I definitely lived to talk about it. And that was the next morning that Matt and I went to get a tattoo, and you're not supposed to drink. And I hadn't had anything to drink that morning. It's just, since about 3 or 4. It had been a couple of hours since I'd finished my last cocktail. Yeah. But literally, when we went to get a tattoo, they said, you're not supposed to have had much to drink before you get a tattoo. Yeah. Because what happened was, I think I went first. I think Matt went second. But I was laying there and they were doing it. And as they were doing it, the blood was dripping on the floor because I think that literally I had consumed, my blood was so thin. It was just literally, and he's like, I had a little bit to drink. I was like, just a cocktail or two. But
that's like one of those movies. That was the true, like the Hangover movie or whatever. Josh, remember, it was his 21st birthday, and he was staying with Matt. And
that's right.
But the room was in Matt's name. And so Josh and I took him over.
Josh slept on the bench.
He said in the lobby.
In the lobby. Oh, that's right.
And he's just texting people going, hey, what are you doing? And like, it's 5:30 in the morning. What do you think I'm doing? Not like, hey, I'm locked out of my room. So he just basically slept in the lobby on the couch until we were able to get him his key and figure out what was going on. So that was a great memory for him for his 21st birthday in Vegas. So.
Yeah. Those were some fun times.
Yep. So kids, don't do that out there, all right?
Yes, exactly. I don't know how we went from talking about oysters to now we went down that rabbit hole of
Vegas. You said Vegas.
Yeah. Oh, I guess because I just remembered that there was definitely, I was not feeling well. And I don't remember feeling that bad since the Norovirus incident, except when we were in Las Vegas.
No, I was worried because I still want to take John. We got you back to your room. And then, I was worried.
Well, it was your room too.
Oh, well, yeah. I didn't want to leave. Well, normally everything, you allow me to use certain things. But unlike like a bathroom, like 3 vanities, she needs 2 and I need 1.
Yes.
But I was worried about it because then you were going to take a bath. And I was like, no, I don't think that's a good idea because you're probably going to drown.
But I didn't.
No, you just left the water running, and that was.
Yeah, that's true.
It was like a Marilyn Monroe death scene when we came back there.
Oh my God, not quite, but like I said, fun times.
Yep.
Fun times.
Always.
Well,
it was a good time.
Well, that was the last one that I had, so it was a good one to end on. I didn't know it was going to go down that crazy path, but thank you, honey. Thank you for being on the podcast.
Well, thank you. I hope you don't have to edit too much of this.
I guess we'll have to see what makes it to the cutting room floor and what makes it on air. So,
well, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Love doing it.
Love you bunches.
Love you more.
Thank you guys for joining us for another podcast, Feral and Fabulous. And we're going to keep on keeping on. Thanks.